Beloved Saints, today's 5-minute message of redemptive history is about Ahitub in the genealogy of the high priest from the 6th book of the redemptive history series, the eternal high priest of the covenantal oath. When we look in 1 Chronicles 6, verses 11 to 12, Ahitub was the 17th generation high priest, and he was Amariah's son. The name Ahitub in Hebrew is a combination of the words Ah meaning brother and Tuv meaning goodness. Thus the name means, my brother is goodness. The Bible contains no particular records regarding Ahitub. When we compare the life and times and chronologies of Judah's kings and high priests, however, we can infer that Ahitub is in fact the high priest Jehoiada, who was active during the reign of King Joash, the 8th king of Judah. The following reasons lead to this conclusion. First, his father Amariah the high priest in 1 Chronicles 6:11 is Amariah who served as the high priest during the reign of Jehoshaphat in 2 Chronicles 19 verse 11. Second, 1 Chronicles 9:11 and Nehemiah 11 verse 11 records Ahitub, who succeeded Amariah as the high priest, and states that he was a chief officer or a leader of the house of God. Considering that this expression was used to describe Ahitub, it seems to emphasize that Ahitub carried out his duties more faithfully than any other high priest. This also supports the conjecture that Jehoiada from 2 Chronicles 24 verses 15 to 16 is the same person as Ahitub. This is because Jehoiada was one of the most faithful of all the high priests in this time period. Then, who was Jehoiada? He was the husband of Jehoshabeth, and he hid Prince Joash from Athaliah, who tried to destroy all the royal offspring of David. Finally, Jehoiada disposed Athaliah and established Joash as king when he was 7 years old. He made such a great contribution for the royal lineage of David to continue. 2 Kings 11 verses 17 to 20 states, Jehoiada then made a covenant between the Lord and the king and the people, that they would be the Lord's people. He also made a covenant between the king and the people. All the people of the land went to the temple of Baal and tore it down. They smashed the altars and the idols to pieces and killed Matan, the priest of Baal, in front of the altars. Then Jehoiada the priest posted guards at the temple of the Lord. He took with him the commanders of hundreds, the Karites, the guards, and all the people of the land, and together they brought the king down from the temple of the Lord and went into the palace, entering by the way of the gate of the guards. The king then took his place on the royal throne. All the people of the land rejoiced, and the city was calm, because Athaliah had been slain with the sword at the palace. Moreover, Jehoiada the high priest also helped King Joash to repair the temple that had been horribly defiled under the tyrannical rule of Athaliah. Until the moment of his death at age 130, Jehoiada stayed near King Joash and worked hard to continually present burnt offerings in the temple of God. This is recorded in 2 Chronicles 24 verse 14. When the unclean temple was finally repaired after the period of Athaliah's tyranny, God must have greatly rejoiced. Beloved saints, Ahitub, the 17th generation in the genealogy of the high priest, was also high priest Jehoiada. He carried out his high priestly duties faithfully. Especially in 2 Chronicles 24 verse 16, the Bible states Jehoiada had done well in Israel for God and his people. Thus, even though he was not a king, he was buried with the kings in the city of David. I pray that we will carry out our duties well as spiritual priests. Let us do well in Israel, or brothers and sisters in faith, for God and for the church, which is the body of Christ. I bless in the name of the Lord.